Hello students. Today we will learn about the North American continent's physical features that we have already started yesterday. In yesterday's class we have learned about the western cordilleras, that means the westernmost physical feature of the North America. So we can recap it again, like the western cordillera that is shown here with the brown color. So it extending from the Pacific coast to Great Plains of North America. Then the important ranges. As we know, it is Youngfold mountain system. There are many parallel ranges in this mountain system, and the most longest and the highest one, that is Rocky Mountains. These mountains have rugged terrain, sharp peaks and snow-covered regions. Another important parallel range, that is Alaska range. This Alaska range have the presence of highest peak of North America, that is Mount McKinley. Alaska range, there only Mount McKinley, the highest peak of North America, located. Next, another parallel range, that is Coast Ranges. Okay, then Cascade Range, Coast Range that extending towards the south along the coastline. That is the Coast Range. Then Cascade Range, then Sierra Nevada, and here lies Sierra Madre. So two Sierra Madre are the eastern and western. Again we have learned there are some intermountain plateaus like Columbian Plateau, which is located here. Then Great Basin, that is a dry region. Its northeastern part is an inland drainage area. Inland drainage area means the rivers empty their water into this region. You can see one lake here, but its other part means south western part is a desert. Great Basin's one part is a desert. Then the Mojave Desert, another important desert located here. Okay, we are learning about discussing about intermountain plateaus. So here Colorado Plateau, another intermountain plateau. Then Mexican Plateau, which is located between eastern and western Sierra Madre Mountains. So these are the important intermountain plateaus of North America, and there are some deserts like Great Basin, Mojave Desert, and here the desert is named as a Californian Desert or Sonoran Desert, and Mexican Desert or Chihuahuan Desert. So these are four important deserts in the North American continent. Now the next physical feature, that is the Central Lowlands, or they are generally named as Great Plains. It's a northeastern part. It is Canadian Shield. So Canadian Shield, actually it is a plateau region. This plateau, it is one of the oldest landform. Its age is dated the age of Deccan Plateau also. Means both regions have the same type of crystalline rocks which is formed by the lava eruption. So this Canadian Shield and Deccan Plateau both are the part of the first continent. Which is that first continent? It is Pangaea. So after the division of Pangaea, only the continents like Laurentia and then Gondwana land and all formed. So this continent is a part of the Laurentian continent. So here Canadian Shield, it is the oldest landform. It is actually a plateau region. This part which is surrounding the Hudson Bay. This is the Hudson Bay. Surrounding Hudson Bay, this part is named as Canadian Shield, and here it is named as a Labrador Plateau. This is having another name, that is Laurentian Shield. That indicates its age up to the age of the first continent. Okay, Laurentian Shield or Labrador Plateau. Then generally it together named as a Canadian Shield. Now you can see some rivers that originating from the Canadian Shield and going towards the Hudson Bay. They are short and swift flowing rivers. So the glacial erosion or melting of the glaciers after the ice age, that only lead to the decrease in the height of the Canadian Shield. Otherwise they are very highland regions. Then the glacial melting and the erosion that leads to the formation of these lakes, the melted glacier that deposited within the depressions in between Canadian Shield and the Central Lowlands. So that leads to the formation of the lakes. You can find the lakes here. there are a number of lakes. So Great Bear Lake, Great Slave Lake, Winnipeg, all these are some important lakes. And about these lakes we have already learned. Are you remembering the term Holmes? Holmes means H indicating Huron, O indicating Ontario, M indicating Michigan, and E for Erie, and S for Lake Superior. So the largest lake is Lake Superior, that is the largest lake in North America. Then these lakes are located in the boundary of Canada and USA. And these two lakes, in between Erie and Ontario lies the Niagara Falls. This Niagara Falls also lying in the boundary of North American countries like Canada and USA. So Niagara Falls that located between Ontario and Erie. So that is about the Canadian Shield. So you can see here, this is St. Lawrence River. This St. Lawrence River is the busiest river in North American continent because this region have the presence of large deposits of minerals. We know that plateaus are storehouse of minerals. This side is a plateau. And here these are all fold mountains. These are also storehouse of minerals. So many mineral based industries are located on the banks of these lakes. Okay, on sides of this lake we can find many mineral based industries. So these industries, transportation of raw materials and the produced goods that takes place through the canals as well as through the lakes. Canals are constructed to connect these lakes, and finally it connected with the St. Lawrence River, and St. Lawrence River will take the goods and ships to the Gulf of St. Lawrence, then to the Atlantic Ocean. So the transportation of the goods take place through Atlantic Ocean to other continents. So St. Lawrence, it is the busiest river in North American continent. Now we can learn about the Appalachian Mountains. These Appalachian Mountains are Now we can learn about the Appalachian Mountains. These Appalachian Mountains are old fall mountains. They undergo erosion through millions of years and they reduced in their height, and the average height of these mountains are 2000 meters above the sea level. Just imagine the average height of these mountains are 4000 meters, and the highest peak it is having the height of 6194 meters. So they are young fall mountains, but this is an old fall mountain, and its highest mountain peak is Mount Mitchell. Mount Mitchell is the highest peak and its height is 2037 meters only. So it happens because of the erosion through millions of years. And this part there is one Piedmont Plateau. Piedmont Plateau means one side is a water body or ocean, other side is a mountain. So that there is one Piedmont Plateau in the eastern part of the Appalachian Mountains. And this Appalachian Mountain, all these are Appalachian Mountains, highest part only marked here. So these Appalachian Mountains are separated from the Labrador Plateau or Laurentian Shield by the St. Lawrence River Valley. So Labrador Plateau and Appalachian Mountains are divided with the St. Lawrence River Valley. Okay, now our last physical feature, that is the Central Lowlands. Central Lowlands, it extends from the Arctic coast to the Gulf coast. Central Lowlands extending from north Arctic coast and south Gulf coast. It is very wide and extensive landform in the North American continent. Actually, this landform is formed by the rivers and glaciers. So the glaciers that are moved towards this side, that leads to the formation of alluvial deposition here, leveling of the land here. And the rivers that originate from the western cordilleras are coming towards the lowlands. You can watch in this map. Okay, so river deposition. River deposition is a alluvial deposition. They are fertile soil. So this soil that leads to the formation of a large plain there, that is the Great Plains of USA or Great Plains of North America, otherwise Central Lowlands of North American continent. So which are the rivers lead to the formation of this central plain? The most important one is Mississippi and Missouri. So Missouri River that originate from the western Cordilleras or from the Rocky Mountain and coming towards the south, and then here it joins with the Mississippi River. Mississippi, it originates from the northeastern part, means very close to the Lake Superior it originates, and that also coming towards the Gulf Coast, and both joins together and empty its water into the Gulf Coast. So here is the delta of the Mississippi River. An important tributary of the Mississippi is Ohio, which originates from the Appalachians. This is the Ohio River. It is an important tributary of Mississippi River. So the largest network of rivers that we can find in the North America, that is formed by Missouri and Mississippi. The longest or largest river, that is Mississippi, because it carries the large amount of volume. Large amount means large volume of water. Now the most important north flowing river, that also I have marked here, it is River Mackenzie. River Mackenzie originating from the Rocky Mountains and empties water into the Arctic Ocean. Then another important river, that is Colorado River, originate from the Colorado Plateau, flowing through the Colorado itself in a curved pattern, it flowing, and that leads to the erosion of the Colorado Plateau in a dissected plateau, and the world famous tourist spot Grand Canyon. It is having depth of 1500 meters. It is an important scenic beauty in the world, in USA and in world. So this is found in this region, Grand Canyon. So Colorado Plateau and the river Colorado. So river Colorado that empties water into Gulf of California. So we learned about some important rivers like Mackenzie River, Colorado River, Missouri, Mississippi, Ohio and St. Lawrence. Then this plain, this great plain, that is the largest productive land in the world. The temperate grasslands, prairies, temperate grasslands are located in this region. These are the Great Plains. So prairies, that is the granary of the world. Not only the granary of USA, it is granary of the world because it have the largest production of food grains, especially wheat. So once USA was supplying wheat to Asian countries, even to India in 1980s. And nowadays they are supplying food grains to African countries. So that much important is the Great Plains of North American continent. So now we come to the end of this chapter. I request all students, you have to watch the video carefully. What features is showing in the map, that you have to check in your textbook map. You have to read the textbook also. Then only you will be able to understand each points, spellings, and homework answers also will get after careful watching of video and reading of textbook. Thank you. Have a nice day.